Eastern, 10 p.m. Central Time for 7 counties in East Tennessee. They are Bledsoe, Marion, Morgan, Ray, Roan, Scott, and Sequatchie. If you haven't already done so, if you are in East Tennessee, do monitor the appropriate district, the East Tennessee Sky One. They are very familiar with your area, and they can take your reports and put them directly into the NWS Morristown NWS chat feed. So do monitor the East Tennessee Sky One if you are in East Tennessee. For other statewide updates, MTRs will be monitoring. This is K4OHX.
Man, why is this not working? These connectivity issues are going to kill me. We're pretty much out of this one now. That hurt us. Back 13.
This is MTR's weather. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Dixon, northwestern Williamson, and Cheatham counties in middle.
Zach, if you were having problems with your stream, I fixed it. One of us must have just bumped the video on the thing. I recentered it. It's fixed now.
I didn't even notice. I can't even get my Starlink to turn on.
Oh, of course. Okay, yeah, it's working. It's looking fine now.
I appreciate it. I'm debating looping back around right now and hitting 13 and going south back towards I-40 because I know I-40 East will be clear and there's that one solo cell by itself right now.
Yeah, I don't even know what to think. You think if I go south of Dixon on 40, like if I go through Dixon and go to 40, do you think that's a mistake?
Or are you trying to go west?
I mean, either direction, I guess.
If you want to go west on 40, then yes, that'll be a mistake. But if you want to go east, you'll be okay. Okay, my Starlink's working. Hey, look at that.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, it is. think I'm already too far east to loop back. I think that'll really screw me over. Unless something pops me goes still further back to the west.
This thing is kind of pretty, but you can't. There's just so many cars on the road this time of day. You can't get lucky.
I really don't think this is going to be the storm, honestly. I think if anything, it'll be the ones to the southwest, but I've been wrong a lot.
Yeah, I guess I ain't trying too hard, but yeah, I definitely, whatever it is, I just hope it's something that I don't have to deal with Nashville for.
I'm not even in town yet, and the traffic's terrible.
Oh, don't even get me started. I mean, it's something's in the air today. We're just brake checking and running people off the road today, which I know is kind of normal, but it's like worse than normal.
Yeah. Be honest with you, down near Highway 50 near Centerville might not be a bad place right now if we can get down there.
Yeah, I got Fairview in just to get the hell out of here, but I may adjust.
Definitely has a pretty decent mesocyclone, but still pretty broad, not really tightening up at all.
Yeah, we're watching that one that Zach was peeking at too in Centerville, so I don't know what to think, but we're in a very miserable location right now, so I may just try to get out of here, period. Like, it's not good chasing here at all. It's not even possible to stay with this thing, so if that one down there to the south takes off, I'll be on that thing faster than you can believe it here.
Good.
Yeah, I'll probably lose my entire stream, but I'm fixing to take a backcountry road south of here and just get down toward 40. This I'm going 35 miles an hour. This isn't going to cut it. I mean, everything's going to run off and leave me.
It's probably the one that it wanted me to take, but I just basically stopped traffic and had to, like, I was sitting for a couple minutes, like I put the lights on just to get pulled back out in traffic. It was pretty bad, but I'm just now getting through Dixon, finally.
Yeah, I'm dropping south out of Tennessee City. Oh, got some little flood waters coming on. Like 20 minutes. I know Starlink's not going to work. I highly doubt still doubt it will.
I'm starting to like the shape of this group activity. Looks like it's trying to maybe turn it into a shot, but take I think that'll be
If we can get down to 40, we can get the front of this. That's the only way. What are we doing? Let's go. watching. I can't see the chat time to pull anything up. It took me forever to even get my Starlink to turn on. So I'm not ignoring you. I legitimately cannot see the chats at all. Come on, the interstate's right here. Let's go. Almost there.
This thing's kind of looking like it might be trying to drop a tornado pretty soon.
What thing? Which one?
Like more than it has all of a sudden.
I mean, slightly, and we're starting to see maybe a little bit of convergence on the lowest tilt. And it's definitely got a hook now. It's still pretty broad, but I'm getting the feeling it might give it a shot here pretty soon.
Alright, I mean, we're not moving very well, but at least traffic is, so. I run on road here soon. You can't really take this that far because Nashville and traffic, so. If it don't do something here,
Okay. I'm on the Nashville radar. I can see it now.
the Southwest is starting to take off, so we may have another option here.
Alright, copy that.
I mean, with the exception of if this thing goes tornadic and plows through Nashville, I guess at that point it don't matter, but this damn interstate's gonna be a nightmare this time of day.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's a good point. So yeah, if this doesn't do anything by the time it maybe gets to like Brush Creek, I would probably bail. Fairview area. Yeah, I think it's probably gonna, if it does anything, it'll have to be pretty soon. If not, I would go with the other storm. The other storm's really not taking off as much, but maybe a little later.
I can't get a loop to load here. My data's bad. Is this thing moving east or is it moving southeast?
The confirmation, though, is important to have that. Very good.
It's kind of moving due east right now, nearly. With a slight southeast component.
Alright. Good enough for now.
I gotta turn around. I gotta get back on the interstate. This ain't gonna work. We're gonna go east on 40 because we can still drop south if we need to. don't think we'll catch it.
Was maybe a developing cup, but it's kind of broadened down again, so it doesn't necessarily look tornado imminent anymore, or if it ever did. Still some pretty strong RFD winds as you're seeing there. On the terminal Doppler, I'm seeing up to like 65, 66 miles per hour.
Yeah, that probably makes about sense with what I'm seeing, because it's probably about 45, 55 here in the trees, so I'll stay on 96, I guess, and keep moving along with it for a little while. Not going to take 40, that's going to be gridlock, but at 96 kind of go down to Fairview, I guess. At least we're in the vicinity of it.
Yeah, sounds good. The other supercell really isn't really looking much better, but if that changes, I'll bring it up. But yeah, Nashville, at least the southern side of Nashville, could get affected by some strong RFD winds, so that could be semi-interesting.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
Where are you gonna turn left at, big dog?
southern storm from that. It actually looks alright.
QLC got you as 20.
It's got a little wall cloud on it so far, but nothing crazy.
Rutherford is remaining in standby mode.
Affirmative, we're in standby mode. Noting we have some storms that are going into Washington County at the moment. Just wondering if they're going to impact the northern part at the moment, but if it continues the track it's going, it might impact the part of the burn area.
Williamson County is warned, and we're watching that. We have it's not in active mode, but they are monitoring. So it seems to be drifting to the due east, so you may get some weather. So the log is standby one.
We'll get in here on Highway 100 and start heading back west.
said something a minute ago. I didn't hear it. You didn't answer, please.
Oh, no worries. I was just on that southern storm. We actually have a camera looking at it, Cyclone Port. It had a little wall cloud on it for a little bit, but not anymore. But you can kind of see the storm from that Cyclone Port in Centerville.
Alright, is this little hail core west, like north of me, is that legit or is that just a bad scan? That thing's spiked way the heck up.
Oh, yeah, I probably should have told you. Yeah, this is up to 1.5 inch hail now on the warning. GRT is saying nearly 2.5, so that might actually be a conservative warning.
Alright, I'm not too worried because, I mean, I'm so far from that core. It looks like it's a pretty small core, but yeah, that just caught my eye in like the last scan, so well, that may be interesting. I guess I'm just going to stay on this highway going like north northeast. I mean, there's just no way to get into position for this damn storm. So I guess it's just like, might as well drive along with it. If that Centerville one takes off, I mean, I'll dump this one, but we'll see what happens here, I guess. I mean, it's basically Dixie, so it's about the best we can do, I guess. Just used to having the luxury of actually being able to see the damn thunderstorm, and I forgot it's not that time of the year anymore.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that Centerville one a little more, but then it's hard to like pass up this mature supercell we have. Although it's not, I don't think it's going to produce a tornado. I think it's just going to be a hail wind kind of threat. But yeah, this going into Nashville could be slightly problematic.
Yeah, you got about 30 minutes max of daylight left here.
Are you on the interstate, or are you still going? You're not on the interstate, are you?
I'm not on 40, no, I'm on 840 at the intersection of Highway 100, just west of Fairview. I'm just west of it. I'm between you and Centerville.
Oh, okay.
And going off that cyclone port, it looks like the Centerville storm's trying to form a new wall cloud. It's got a bit of a meso aloft, but nothing crazy. So, I guess that's an option.
Yeah, that's kind of my backup plan.
I'm just gonna go for it. I'm going for the Centerville storm. It's probably a mistake, but it's the only one that I have a chance on actually catching.
Copy that. Yeah, it looks like the hail size has come down a little bit. It's showing right around 2 inches on the GR2 algorithm now, but yeah, I think that's a good call.
I gotta stop changing my mind. I've got to get back on 840 and go with my original plan. much effort behind today at all. Once it gets too dark to see, we're done. Today's just not a big enough day for me to do all that. Unless something drastic happens or changes. Guess I could pull the chat up.
Kind of a potential developing tornado. Hard to tell because it's pretty contaminated on the Nashville radar, but some definite convergence there, and you can kind of see it on the terminal Doppler too, although it's not as well defined. I'm going to say maybe. I'm not going to say it's definite.
Is that right over 431 to my northeast?
Yeah. Yes.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about then.
Yeah, I'm really not sure. Like, it's way less defined on the terminal Doppler, but it's still the same area. But it could maybe try to spin something up.
Alright, I do have the chat up now for the first time, so I'm actually seeing everything. So, hello everybody. Get over for this car. And back. Again, like I said earlier, we're not going to put too much effort in today. It's just kind of one of those super lower end days unless something crazy happens. Which we've got an exit up here that storm that he was just talking about maybe trying to produce. I could take a left up here and run up to it if it does. I'm not going to catch it, but if something happens, I'll be able to come in behind it. Yeah, the drive is pretty, at least some of it.
So that's a tornadic circulation. Next scan on the terminal Doppler is a little more supportive of that. It's not very strong, but there is something there. I'm waiting to see if I can confirm with a CC scan, but don't have a P scan yet.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
The first is for the severe thunderstorm warning that was in effect until 5:15. They have removed southeastern Cheatham County from that warning. They do, however, continue Davidson and Williamson. That would be for southern Davidson and northeastern Williamson in that warning until 5:15. They also note that the hazard associated with this storm is, and please note, peak cloud
So I can see
as well as possible 60 mile/hour wind gusts. K4 OHX.
there are places that I can see that storm over there, where Vince is, from a distance. Right here, I can see it. Not good though. Not good. Can't see it good. There's one thing about chasing down here.
Yeah, I think we just had a pre-tornado. It looks like it's probably lifted. It's broadened out quite a bit, but might have been something brief there up by where's that?
Franklin?
Barry's Chapel,
Yep.
to your northeast.
Alright. Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Brentwood Point. Cool Springs. So what I was about to say is definitely Dixie Alley is different, Jason. You just can't see anything unless you're right underneath it. And the road network is so difficult to stay underneath it. I'd love to be able to get us to a point where we can see, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. I can see, kinda. I get glimpses of the storm every now and then. Like right there. I should be able to see it right here too. Nope. We've already gone way further south than I intended on going today. I really don't know what to do here. The center of the storm looks like crap. This storm looks like crap. Storm did not look. I wonder if I can keep up with it if I stay on 840. It's all going to depend on traffic. I guess that's one way to do it. Right through the median. Oh, that looks good. That was the best visual of that I've had the whole time. You can kind of start to see it right there on the left side of your screen. it's trying to turn linear behind us. And it's not. I'm not saying it is linear, but it's not as spaced out as it was.
We have a new special weather statement from NWS Nashville. A strong thunderstorm will impact north central Davidson, central Sumner, northeastern Cheatham, and southern Robertson counties since 5:30 p.m. Central Time. Currently, this thunderstorm is near Coopertown, 7 miles south of Springfield, moving east at 4-5 miles per hour, and the hazard is wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour as well as penny-sized hail. Locations impacted include Gallatin, Springfield, Hendersonville, Clintonville, White House, Millersville, Greenbrier, Coopertown, Ridgeton, North Plains.
I mean, if we just stay straight on this road, we're paralleling the storm right now. It's going to hook back to the north and we'll be in front of it. Maybe.
And I-24 between mile markers 27 and 35. Remember, a tornado watch remains in effect until 10 p.m. Central Time for Middle Tennessee. K4OHX.
It's really dark over there. Whatever you do, do not get on 65.
I did add you and Mr. Zelker
We can't even make it with a green light.
Point here. This is nuts.
And I'm just due south of you now on 840. I'm trying to figure out how much further east I want to push it right now.
I'm gonna just keep going down 96 for a little bit, I guess. Is traffic alright on 840?
Yeah, we're gravy on 840.
Oh, that's good.
Might have spoke too soon. about to say, let's at least turn around and go get rained on. Actually be able to see something now. Holy cow. Holy cow, we can see a storm. back in the game.
Vern, Nolensville, Walter Hill, Cedars of Lebanon State
Back in the game.
Milton, and Triad. For those mobile, it includes I-24 between mile markers 60 and 83, and 840 between mile markers 3, 9, and 7. This is K4OHX. The appears net is active.
This is a pretty storm. Now that I'm actually in front of it, I can see it.
Must be nice.
I wonder if I can turn that just a little.
K4OHX, K4OHX, W4QLT.
Or QLC, go ahead, Lenny.
Where Rutherford County Sky Hornet is now active on 2-3 Laverne and active at from 4:58 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Sure. Thank you for that status. I will enter that into the log. K4OHX.
We're gonna get to a position here where we can't see now. Maybe, maybe not. Spin it back front. Not gonna be able to see anything yet. Traffic's getting bad now.
M4EWT, good afternoon, go ahead.
I'm checking in from Wilson County at the moment.
So you active in Wilson County. I need your repeater ID, and is the Skyward net active?
I am on the 08 legal northbound.
coming into the foreground now. On the left. Yeah, it's super dark. That line of traffic doesn't look exciting. Hello, glad everybody's here. I started to get off here, but it doesn't look like there's a good place to park. It's getting dark. Stuck in traffic. Well, I spoke too soon about 840 being clear, because now I'm stopped.
When you went across 65 there or whatever, did southbound look like it was tied up? Or was it both sides? Because I'm about ready to just drop south. Because this is stupid. Since I talked to you last, I've moved through 2 stoplights.
No, that's terrible. I could not see south. What I could see backed up, it looked like 65 heading south was stopped with everybody trying to get off of 65 onto 840.
This is K4OHX with MTR's weather.
That's kind of what Google Maps is suggesting too.
Severe weather statement from NWS Nashville. The severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Davidson and northeastern Williamson counties has been canceled. The storm that prompted the warning has moved out of the area, and they have canceled that warning. However, if you are in Middle Tennessee, please remember that a tornado watch remains in effect until 10 p.m. Central Time for Middle Tennessee. This is K4OHX. Our net is active.
Good lightning strike. describing. Our chance to get off right here. See if we can find somewhere to get a view of this thing. About the time we get a area with a decent view, it's too dark to see. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see anything now. Too dark.
The severe thunderstorm warning for Rutherford and Southern Wilson counties remains in effect until 6 p.m. this evening.
Oh, getting the wind.
That is for 60 mile per hour wind gusts and possible quarter-sized hail. As mentioned earlier, they have removed Davidson, Southeast Davidson, and East Central Williamson counties from now. It's 5:09, so about a minute ago, NWS national status that Rutherford and Wilson continues.
We're just gonna hang out right here for a minute. The place to
The
pull
warm
off.
storm is gradually trending down. They're not hearing any recent large hail reports, and it seems that the cloud tops are warming, which would indicate a weakening of the system. This is K4 OHX. Our net is active.
The rain ought to be coming up any second. Oh, here it is. There it is. Yes, we're just parking, kind of just parking off the road right here in the middle of the heavy side. I'm not going to be able to make it up top. I was hoping maybe we'd get a little bit of hail or something, but I don't think we're going to get anything other than what we're getting right now. Big old nothing burger. Oh, there's some wind. I like that. guys. Absolutely appreciate it. I have to tell Ben thank you for sending everybody over here. Starting to get ponding water on the road, so can't go very fast. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know how I'm streaming because I can't even get radar data right now. I have no idea how the stream's running. But it is, so we're not going to complain about it. It absolutely was a gully washer. It's calmed down now. I tried to pick the heaviest part that I could get to before it crossed the road and park in it, but we got what we got. Which is more than I thought we were going to get for a little bit. I wasn't overly thrilled with today. Didn't put a lot of effort into it. But what we will do now is we will just hang out and talk to the chat. We're going to start sliding back west. I'm not chasing this any further east. So we can hang out in the rain together. That's about all we're going to get done. So how's everybody doing today? This is going to be a long, slow drive. We might as well make the best of it. Is he still? Are you still stuck in traffic?
Yeah, I've gone through 2 more stoplights, but I'm actually at the light at the end of the tunnel here. It was backed up because everybody was trying to get on 65, I think.
I'm going to turn around. I'm back west now.
Yeah, I am trying to go south so that I can get on 840 to go west. Like, I just am trying to, like, go around 65 because it's got a backup on it somewhere. I don't know where at, but somewhere it does.
I just kind of picked the heaviest part of the storm I could pick and parked in it before it crossed and as it crossed 840.
Yeah, this is kind of uneventful up here.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I did more today than I thought I was going to.
Honestly, me too.
Oh, look. Starlink's picking back up. We should have a better connection. Yeah, if anybody wants to chat or ask any questions or anything, now's the time. We've got a good drive. It's raining, so we're not going to be going very fast. Kind of kill time and let the stream go for a little longer since we haven't got the stream in so long. Looks like the entire storm system's kind of dying down anyway. We did, however, run with the only severe thunderstorm warning of the day so far. Almost the entire time it was severe warning, which is still severe warning, but I'm not going any further east. it doesn't look very tornadic at the moment. But it's definitely good to see everybody out. Nice to be able to stream again. Yeah, there you go. Hit the truck in the ass. Because 80 mile an hour is not fast enough for you in the rain. That was loud.
Has anybody found Jimbo James yet?
Who?
Okay. Nope.
I don't even know what that is. I missed something.
I asked you to adjust your equipment or choose a different repeater. I got maybe 10% of that.
You're just on the wrong TikTok, apparently.
Repeater and North Carolina. We'll give you a moment.
Apparently so. I don't know.
And let's see if we can get you recorded.
I mean, I do have a lot of stuff pop up that I don't give two craps about watching. Usually if I find anything even remotely humorous, I send it to you anyway.
Yeah, I know. That's the same thing.
I corrected your call sign to Uniform Yankee Romeo, but you're still very broken. You may be in distance from the repeater. I'll pause again and let you make an additional adjustment, and we'll just keep at it until we get your traffic in.
Was that the puddle cleaners? What? The puddle pool? That's interesting. Some of the things you see on the highway. That's becoming obnoxious.
But I said that I'm unable to copy you. You're just not making it in. I see from your call sign that the reason you mentioned North Carolina is not your home state. If you have traffic or you have queries, since we're not able to communicate, you have two options. If you have a DMR capability, please direct your traffic to the following talk group. You can monitor a talk group 31472. Repeat, 31472. Also, 31478. Repeat, 31478. The net control NE4MA can listen for your traffic. Alternately, if you want to email me, I am N4CLO.
I think today's event is over with. I don't see anything else happening. The temperature's dropping substantially. How long have we been live? What does that say? A little over 2 hours? 2 hours? Okay. I can handle that. Yeah, we've been live for 2 hours, maybe a little, give or take. That's absolutely, without a doubt, longer than I had anticipated being live today. But it's nice, we are finally live in the Radar Omega app as well. We've had access to that for a little while now, but this is the first actual stream we've been able to run. we are moving along. We gave a camera and some parts to Vince. Vince is supposed to be putting us one of those roof cameras together. So it won't be long, especially now that we're live on the Radar Omega app as well. It's going to help our YouTube out. I mean, honestly, it's going to help everything out. To be able to turn the camera around, 360 degrees like he has on the roof. I'm just, that kind of stuff is not my forte. I've tried and I failed, and he offered to help. So we gave him the parts that I had, the camera, and he's going to put it together, and we're going to see what we can do after that. That ought to make the viewing better for everybody. Make it more fun. That way there's not a nasty looking storm behind us and the camera's pointed at blue skies out front. I know that's boring to watch. I'm trying to fix that issue. In other news, we no longer have RDD6. A lot of you will remember RDD6 from last year, or I'm sorry, this year, last season. Back in May and June, we deployed it a lot. We gave that specific RDD back to Vince for upgrades. All of our older RDDs are being upgraded and replaced with the newer stuff. So we will have the longer lasting upgraded RDDs, just like we had the cameras for hurricane season that didn't happen. Which they're I don't know if y'all seen the RDDs. I'm sure the new ones. They're a little bigger than the old ones. Definitely tougher. So as soon as he gets that upgrade done, we'll be getting the new RDDs. I don't know exactly which number. I think he said number 4 for sure, but that could change. So yeah, we've got upgrades that have happened, upgrades that are happening on our end, plus his end. So Project Weather Eye as a whole is kind of coming together and growing. We've been in the talk about winter weather, like blizzard deployment with the new longer lasting RDD unit. Out of everything that we talked about, that's really, I'm not going to lie, that's what I was looking forward to the least, because I am not a fan of the cold. I would rather it be 100 degrees all day long than 30. I don't like the cold. But hey, if that's what we're going to do now, then I'm going to be there. I may not like it, but I bet I have fun. and that's what it's all about. And I will like it. It's not the idea. That looks like standing water. What is that? Set. Well, I don't want to jinx it, but I was gonna say once you can put wheels on 840, it's open. Yeah, okay, you're good. That's 65 is backed up onto 840, but if you stay in the left lane, you're good to go.
Okay, good. I'm 1 mile from the ramp. I think today's about done. I mean,
Yep.
I'll keep an eye on this
I
stuff.
just
coming
said that a
in.
minute ago for y'all.
I think that was it.
Yep, I was literally just talking to the chat, and I was like, this is done. The temperature's dropping. It is over. So yeah, we're already back to what I was saying. You know, we're already discussing winter weather deployments. I know Vince has said something about like lake effect snow. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. But we'll be checking that out at some point. And then we've got our weather balloon projects that are coming along really fast. Really, a lot faster than I anticipated. I think we're going to have ready to go as soon as next month. So just in a couple weeks. So we've got a lot of exciting things happening or coming. Traffic's not too bad. I'm glad that I second guessed myself and made the decision to pull off of that when it was heading towards Centerville, because we wouldn't have, we'd have had a dry run for sure. We still kind of did, but at least we got a little bit of a view. So we may have a 3-hour stream in total by the time we get done. I don't plan on shutting it off right now, but we'll see how long we run it. He made it. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you hadn't already. I know a lot of you did. You said in the chat today that you did. Some newer folk. It's nice to have y'all. Nice to have everybody. Which, unfortunately, this is our slower time of the year. Well, you know, I say that, but like I said earlier, with the winter weather deployment, I've never had any dealings with that, but if that's what we're doing, then this may not be a dead time of the year. You know, we may be able to peak back up. And we are in a, we are in the midst of Dixie Alley season, just like today. So we're going to have these pop up from time to time, little smaller, severe days. Could have some lower end severe days like today, and could have some higher end severe days during this time of the year. But they're few and far in between. That storm we were on has completely lost its severe warning, so it's going down as well. I'll be honest with you, I would venture to say that they're going to start canceling the tornado watches for some of these western counties. Quite a bit of standing water. I don't know if you can see that in the stream or not. I can see the reflection. It rains quite a bit. Everybody's still running hazard lights. Definitely went way further down 840 than I intended to. We've still got 20 miles before we need to get back to I-40. We have to get off the Dixie. We don't have a choice because of the road situation. I mean, I guess we do have a choice, but I don't want to step through that. tornadoes today, though. That I know of, anyway. Not around here. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was actually really surprised that they even upgraded this from a 2% to a 5% tornado risk today. I mean, maybe everybody else saw something that I didn't see. I mean, clearly, the NWS did, but that's their job. I expect that of them. But I saw a lot of other storm chasers posting earlier today, like Facebook and Twitter, like, oh, there's the 5% upgrade we were looking for. I knew it was coming. I did not know it was coming. I was really kind of blindsided and shocked when they did upgrade it. And as it sits right now, I still don't really understand why it was upgraded, because we've only had one severe warned thunderstorm and it's gone. It's already came and went. One severe thunderstorm. After that, the most we've seen is seen a few special weather statements, 4 or 5 of them, but that's only 4 or 5 of them. But hey, good on them. They clearly saw something that concerned them that I didn't see, that a lot of people saw that I didn't see it.
Alright, I'm out of all the traffic. I think it's done. So, I'm not sure what my next move is, but I think it's over.
Oh, it's 100% over. I mean, I agree 100% that it's over. I'm going to start creeping back toward Dixie and go from there. I don't know what this stuff popping back to the northwest is going to do, but it doesn't look very appealing at the moment.
Yeah, that's kind of my plan too. I'm in an awkward spot because I actually could drive home tonight. I could be home by 2. But
You have to leave
next
town.
Sunday I need to be in like South Bend, Indiana, so it's like I need to probably get some driving done, but it's like I don't know where I want to go. I might try to make it up to Indianapolis, but I'm not in a hurry. Like, it's just kind of awkward because it feels like it's 10 o'clock at night. It's not even 6 o'clock. It's like, well, this is not what I had planned. I mean, I honestly figured I'd be out till who knew when, but this wrapped up so damn early.
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know, maybe you saw something I didn't see, or other people. I was kind of shocked and blindsided when they upgraded the risk today. I did not expect that to happen at all.
Well, I honestly thought I was going to wake up and it was going to be downgraded to March. That tells you anything.
Well, I'm not going to say it was overhyped.
I don't know why they went with the 5% and the tornado watch. I honestly thought today should have been a 2% marginal. But
I'm not going to say it was overhyped. I would never call a 5% an overhype, because that's even predicted as a low-end system.
Yeah, in my opinion, today overperformed on what I thought it was going to be. So I thought it was going to be pretty pathetic. I mean, it kind of was, but if it weren't for the traffic, today would have been a whole lot better. There was just no getting around that.
I definitely don't think it was overhyped. Just because it was predicted to be a lower end day. They did raise the risk, and I'm sure that they saw something to justify that. Now, if they would have raised it to, like a level 3 or 4, then
now I gotta start to figure out what
I'd say overhyped.
forecast is gonna be for day 3 or whenever that is.
But no, I'm not going to say it was overhyped at a 5% slight risk.
40% probability.
I just didn't see it
For
coming.
a snowfall greater than 4 inches, but I haven't really looked at anything more than that yet.
Well, it seems like the Weather Service is always behind on this stuff. I mean, all the guidance, like, high-res NAM shows 15 inches. Like, I'm not expecting that, obviously. But
Well, snow is...
everything's been consistently dumping those crazy snow totals, so I'm sure there's going to be something.
Snow is one of the hardest things to
I was
predict,
going to try to
in my
run home and make the Saturday stuff, but it looks like Saturday's really not going to be much. It looks like it's all Sunday. So, I mean, I think really the only choice is to go to South Bend, because there's only so many places along the lake there, but it's just weird because I actually expected to end up down in Lake Chattanooga tonight, and I thought it was going to be a full day of driving tomorrow, but hell, I could get up to South Bend tonight if I wanted to. So this timing just kind of really threw off my planning here. And I mean, it's not like in a bad way. It doesn't screw me over, but I kind of had everything planned out in the back of my mind and throw all that out the window.
Well, hey, now you've got extra time to do whatever you need to do.
Yeah, like getting to an argument through the door with housekeeping again. That's what that was about this morning, and I started playing up the jingle because I had it. But I got so pissed I called the front desk. I was like, look, I've told you this is this is third time now. Like, I've told these housekeepers that I'm in here. Checkout is noon. It's 10 o'clock. Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, do I need to go get a can of spray paint and paint a big red X on the door? And they just didn't even know they didn't even know how to deal with me. But I was just pissed. I'm like, come on, guys. The do not disturb's on the door. You've banged on it 3 times now. Every third time I've told you, I'm in here, leave me alone. And it's 10 o'clock, and you're trying to walk in on me and stuff. It's give me a break. I don't get it. So I don't know. Maybe it would give me extra time to get some points. I need to get last night comped. That should be worth at least 30,000 points.
God.
Minimum.
What was last night a Holiday Inn, or was it your fancy stuff?
No, I'm Hilton only right now through the end of the year, unless I have to go IHG because they're doing double points, and it's double points on everything. So I get double points being diamond, but then they double your already double points. So I'm ending up with 8,000 to 9,000 points a night, and they do this every year from October through December.
But you don't.
So I'm just trying to rack all those points up. This is literally the only way I can afford hotels for the rest of the year, because I'll end up with 200, 300,000 points, and then I just use points plus cash, when they're really expensive during severe season. So I gotta take advantage of it. But it's all of them now. I got suckered into staying at a Fairfield a couple of weeks ago, and even they were banging on the door 2 hours before checkout. So it's just a universal thing now.
Yeah, I don't think it matters which hotel chain you go to anymore. But I was about to ask, the whole 14 days we were out, I never once saw you use points. Or maybe one night I saw you use points.
Didn't use them, but I sure as hell gained them, that's for sure. I mean, I don't know who got more nights comped, me or you.
Yeah, that's valid. Which, it's funny, because I left with enough, I calculated this, I left with enough points to have the entire 2 weeks free of hotels. And I was going to be out of points when I come back, but the 2 weeks was going to be free hotels. When I got back home, I still had enough points for a week and a half.
Do you remember the hotel where there was the domestic going on down in the parking lot?
Yes, Oklahoma.
And they shoved the girl into my car or whatever, and I went running down there, so they didn't break my car. And that was the same one where Kayla was trying to read the book on top of your truck.
Yes.
And the Mormons or whatever circled around her.
Yes, and that was in the middle of Oklahoma City. Because I got my points comped off of the stuff you dealt with.
Yeah, that was what I was telling the front desk lady. She was calling me a liar, and I'm like, the police were here. She's like, I didn't see the police. I'm like, that's because you weren't at the desk. That was the entire problem. That's why I had to call the freaking police.
That is correct.
Because there was literally somebody beating the crap out of somebody, in your front yard here, and we couldn't find you, and you weren't answering the phone. She's like, well, no police were here. You would have known that if you were awake and at the front desk.
I mean, technically, there was one that never left.
to expect when I ran down there, but oh my god, I came unpasted. Like usually like these, I don't know if they were drunk or what, but I just like came running out of the hotel. I don't know if it was an intimidation tactic, but it was mainly I was just freaking pissed. I was like, get away from my goddamn car! I'm not dealing with you people at 2 a.m. I'm pretty sure I explicitly told them at some point, I'm like, God, if you're gonna sit there and like beat each other up, like don't do it on my car. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, stay off the hood of my car.
Yeah, breakfast sucked.
Yeah, that breakfast wasn't great. But I've had worse, and it was free, so you can't complain about a free breakfast. Especially you, because you only eat the cinnamon rolls.
Well, the bacon's pretty good. I don't know what these Holiday Inns and stuff
They don't do
are doing with their
bacon anymore.
but it must be some special bacon. It's a lot better than any other bacon I buy in store.
You know, bacon is hard to find at a Holiday Inn anymore. Like that's rare.
Yeah, the like cut up sausages that they got at Hampton Inn pretty good, but 9 times out of 10, it's everything is picked over and the waffle machine's out of service. So
Yeah.
definitely taking an L on that. But if you stop at the pilots, a lot of the pilot Flying J's have Cinnabon stations at them now, so you can, if you, as long as you time it right, and you get to the pilot, before lunch, you can get your breakfast cinnamon roll, but you got to be careful because those will make you absolutely just crap shards of glass. They are not good. Like, they taste great, but they are not. They're a little hazardous. I don't know if there's actually glass in them, but they're not that good.
Terrible. Well, speaking of the pancake machines, I don't know if Aiden's listening. He can verify this. When we were in Atlanta for Adelia or whichever one that was, the day you left to go down to Florida when we stayed back, me and him ate breakfast that morning. It was not that great. So I was trying to, do the pancake maker, and I hit the button 4 or 5 times and it wasn't working. The lady comes over, opens it up, fixes it, closes it, and this thing just starts spitting pancakes out. Like it would not stop. Every time I hit the button, like it registered, and pancakes were rolling out of that, and we just like ran real quick.
Yeah, that was a hell of a trip we had there. I mean, what was that? We were down there 3 days?
Yeah.
So that's 9 days.
3 nights.
Like man hours and just wasting your time.
Yeah, absolutely. We were there. We spent 3 nights there for sure. So 3 nights, 4 days, whatever it was. And we only left the hotel to eat.
Yeah, that was the TVL. I got to use that. Somebody called. I told you about that. The debt collector that was calling for some guy named Josh and wanted to know where I worked. So I told him TPL Power.
You told me you used it. You didn't tell me how or why.
Yeah, this debt collector keeps calling me, asking for some guy named Josh, and I keep telling them to leave me alone, and they won't leave me alone. So yesterday, I wasted their time by making a payment plan, making an agreement. We had this all planned out, and then when they asked for the first payment, I just told them my credit card number was 42321234 Sesame Street, and then screamed and then hung up the phone, and they haven't called me since. So, but when they asked for my employer, I told them it was TPL Power.
We're going to have to make TPL Power. Well, first we're going to have to make sure TPL Power doesn't actually exist. And if it doesn't, we're going to have to make them an official sponsor.
That's what I'm saying. That night when that annoying lady, because we were waiting to check in, that had to be going on 30 to 40 minutes.
Oh, for sure.
Well, we were waiting for that lady, the only thing I could think of was, oh my god, this lady's gonna ask us why we're here, and it's gonna turn into even longer. And then when she asked it, like, I didn't even have it ready. I just kind of like, I saw something that had a T on it, and then I looked over and like her name or something on the desk started with P, and I was like, TPL Power, yeah, sure. If she would have asked me that twice, I might have told her for company by mistake.
Oh man, she caught me completely off guard. That's why I just like stopped and looked at you. She probably could have asked me what color the sky was, and I'd have just stared at her. I mean, it was 1 o'clock in the morning or midnight or whatever it was. I was hungry and been waiting too long.
Yeah, because that's after we went to the wrong hotel again.
Okay, yeah, so just for y'all listening, Vince is notorious for booking a hotel, having me book the same hotel, and then he leads the way to the hotel, but he goes to the wrong hotel at least 50% of the time. And then we have to figure out where we're supposed to be. So I started putting the actual hotel in the GPS and letting him make his wrong turns and laughing at him for making his wrong turns. And the Waffle House beside the hotel that was delivery only. And then we went to the new hotel and ordered, and it comes from the same Waffle House. I don't think that got out.
Yeah. I could actually use some damn Waffle House. I've been living off the Waffle House because, like, they must have just started doing delivery. They never used to. It's like, well, now that I don't have to go sit at the Waffle House and get asked 20 questions, because somebody always sees what I drive.
Yeah.
And I drive in, and they're like, oh, you're the weatherman. And I'm just like, yeah, unfortunately. I'm like, oh, you're always wrong. It's like, oh, thanks.
Well, I don't know how they are now. There's 2 Waffle Houses right off of this exit up here. The one by the interstate used to be a no-go zone. The one in town was pretty good, but that was years ago. I don't know how they are now. You'll probably be okay.
Yeah, I don't really expect much from a Waffle House other than the credit card machine works. There's somebody there that comprehends what I want to order. I quit holding these people to a standard a long time ago. Topic and I were at a Waffle House this was probably 4 to 5 years ago now. And it was Tyler, Texas, and we sat down, and the lady looks at us. She goes, "Oh, did you know that somebody actually got shot sitting at this seat like 3 weeks ago?" And we were just like, "Is this a sick joke?" She's like, "Yeah, somebody shot from the because it was on it's right on I-20 there. Like somebody shot the Waffle House up from I-20 and shot some guy." And I'm just like, "Oh, that's great." And ever since then, I don't ever have crappy Waffle House, because it's like, wow, I think that was the crappiest Waffle House I ever had, where I was greeted with being told somebody got shot in my booth.
You know, I think Brandon told me to ask you about that, and it's been so long ago I forgot about it.
Oh yeah, that was terrible. And he could probably tell you he was just about as uncomfortable as I was. Something about they also managed to hit the lemonade pitcher. Like, she was just telling us all the details, and specifically how this guy bled out and died and all this. And I'm just like, oh, great. She's like, yeah, the glass isn't bulletproof. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't really expect it to be.
Well, nobody would. It's a Waffle House. I am hungry myself, but I am too close to home to stop and eat. I actually had planned to make tacos tonight, so I may do that. That don't sound bad.
evaluation, and I'm standing by to check in any county liaisons as well as take additional reports. Current conditions summary is a tornado watch remains in effect for 26 counties in Middle Tennessee, and a additional
Well, M-Tiers is still
14
rattling
counties,
off.
around the Tennessee-Alabama line that are covered by NWS Huntsville. Also, there are 7 counties.
The Fairview Waffle House is the best Waffle House. I can't say that I've ever been inside the Fairview Waffle House.
Overall, the system
That's good to know,
is,
though.
looks like there is weakening.
I hope it's not sarcasm and you're setting me up for failure, but I'll take your word for it.
This time, there are no warned storms in the state, and we will be listening. K4 OHX.
I missed what you said.
No, I said M-Tiers is still rattling off. The 442 Middle Tennessee emergency stuff.
Is that what you're
No, that was the Velo channel. This is like the official OHX stuff. They're funny to listen to. So if you remember when we were in Texas and the guy wouldn't stop talking, but then you keyed up on the radio and he was like, oh, well, we don't take official reports. Same thing, except they actually take official reports.
Yeah, or I don't know if you watched the stream when I was in Paducah and I like Dave. The entire report, the guy was so, like, he couldn't comprehend it. Like, he was having, like, phonetically spell out. Like, the street name was, like, Jones Avenue or something. It's like, can you spell it phonetically? Yeah. Spell it. J-O-N-E-I.
Common spelling.
Mississippi Road, Jones, J-O-N-E-S. Like, phonetically spelling it. It's really open common name. Look. It's like we go through this whole thing. And it's
I do love me some Waffle House, that's for sure.
You need to call the weather service. We don't get 700 more. Only one thing that you can do. That's fine.
Yep, that's the same guy.
Yeah, not to be confused with the GMRS guy that was in Lubbock, though, where, like, I'm like, yeah, hey, we got, like, a walk log down here. Do you want that report? He's like, no, this is a neighborhood net or
Yeah,
something. I'm just like,
that's what yeah.
You're not very neighborly.
Yes, that was the one I was talking about because I was listening to the same radio channel and I was like, what the hell?
Damn freaking ham radio operators. Like, I am one, so like I get it, but there is a certain like demographic of ham
Get
radio
'em, Amy.
operator that is just very unique.
I was really surprised how many open GMRS channels that they have out there being used. Is what I mean by that. That was a lot of frequencies were active.
Well, yeah, and it's too bad they don't like actually use them because like for something because like that's a service. Like there used to be a linked system in Kansas. I think it was called K-Link, and they disbanded it a couple of years ago. But you could literally anywhere in the state pick up a radio and find the closest city that had a repeater, and so all like 3 weather services in the state monitored, and you could give a report to any weather service office from anywhere in the state. And then the repeater owner, because it was like 12 of them all over the state, and the guy that owned it just went crazy, went off his rocker, and just went and like dismantled them all. I'm like, well, that was nice. Like, could have sold that or something.
I actually started using the GMRS channels. I can't remember. I think I was in Kansas. It might have been Oklahoma when I had a radio in the car or the truck, and I was playing with it one day, and I started realizing that like all of the tour groups were using those GMRS channels, and then it became just hilarious to listen to. So now I always scan those GMRS channels just for fun, if anything.
Oh, I know, and like Roger Hill's group, they're always
it's
on
hilarious.
one of them, and he's always getting pissed off because people are taking too long to go to the bathroom, and he's like, I gotta round these people up, we gotta go. He's like getting all pissed off at the other vans. It's just hilarious because he's always got like 4 vans with him, and he's trying to like keep these freaking people in line. And I mean, I'm sure it's hard keeping 40 people on a schedule, but I know, like you scan this and these people get pissed off and they're crap talking other storm chasers. Like, it's pretty entertaining.
Oh man, I'm sorry if you want to unfollow because we're talking on the radio. I mean, he's not bitching and complaining. We're just talking. And as far as
I'm almost to Dixburg here, but we're getting dumped down so bad.
and as far as who I look up to, that's who I'm friends with is who I'm friends with. But I'm much older than Vince. I've done a lot of things, so I think who I decide to be friends with is okay. You'll be all right. I hate that I lose your follow, but if that's how you feel, then more power to you. Yeah, it's not raining too bad in Dixon, which I'm almost downtown now.
I've only gone through a quarter of a tank of gas. Like, I'm probably going to stop here and top off, but that just shows you how little I've done.
Well, I left the house at 3/4 of a tank, and I'm just a little under half. So I probably won't fill up today.
Yeah. Probably just end up going north to Clarksville and get the hell out of here that way, I guess. GPS still wants me to go back to Nashville, but I'm not making that mistake. I'm sure
No.
3 hours.
Yeah, don't do that. Just come straight up here and hit Highway 48 and go into Clarksville.
Yeah, that's definitely the proper answer here, that's for sure. I don't know. Google Maps, it's been weird lately. Like, the past couple of years, like, it keeps trying to push you toward like the eco-friendly route, and even when you turn off that like eco mode, I still think it's not as efficient as it used to be. I feel like I don't know, something's changed with it. It's like it's still telling me to go back that way to save 2 minutes, and it's like, yeah,
that
dude,
car was in the opposite lane.
It's pretty obvious it's not going to save you 2 minutes. It's going to cost you like 30.
Look, I didn't even realize what was going on. I just had a car paralleling me. I was in the turning lane. They were on my left, so they were going the same direction I was in oncoming traffic.
Well, sounds like FAFO for them.
But no, you're right about the GPS thing. I didn't even know that was a thing until one day I noticed it give me like 5 different routes that I could take somewhere, and it give me the least mileage track and the fastest time track. And I was like, it's definitely trying to coax people to be more like eco-friendly, and I didn't even know that they did that, but they do.
Yeah, trying to get through here earlier, like, it's this town that screwed me up. I would have been up by where you were if I wouldn't have got caught trying to get through here. I don't know what happened. I mean, I get it's Friday afternoon, but I've been through here in the afternoons before a few times, and it's never been like that. I mean, it would be just like we just couldn't get through the green lights. kind of caught me. But he definitely had a better view of that than I did.
Yeah, but you had a view of it a lot longer than I did. It took me that entire time to get that view, and I had it for 20 minutes, and it was done.
Yeah, that's not much better than what I had. I was just looking at trees the whole day.
Which I was worried about Dixon traffic because I know how it is. And then when you said that you still hadn't made it through town and I had almost made it into Dixon, that's when I was like, no, I'm just going to take this backcountry road down to the 163.
Yeah, that's what it wanted me to do, but I thought it was a bad idea, and I guess it was right.
That's what I did. I jumped down Tennessee City and went down to the Loves and got on at the 143, or I'm sorry, the 163, and took off from there. And then I got on 840.
Well,
why can't I make a live chat donation? I don't know. That's a good question. I didn't know you couldn't.
I think. Just going super slow for some reason, but
I don't know.
Well, I guess I'm glad this wrapped up early. Because like I said, I thought I was going to end up in Chattanooga tonight.
If you
almost was looking
actually
that way,
wanting to make a donation
later, I really didn't want to be all the way down.
I'm sorry.
In the southeast part of the state.
If you
so
go to the YouTube page, you can
can
find my Venmo and Cash App links. I don't know why it's not letting you make a live donation though. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. Appreciate you commenting that so I know and I can look into it. Hey, is there a way, you know more about this stuff than I do, to turn the live chat donations on and off? Because there's somebody commenting on mine that they're not able to make a live chat donation, and I don't know how to fix that.
Yeah, you have to like enable. You might have monetization turned off. Like when you create the stream,
Well, I'm gonna be so mad.
it'll ask you like under one of those like 4 tabs. You might be able to go into like the studio and click on like edit or something, and there might be monetization somewhere.
Interesting. I'll have to look at that. I will have to look at that when I get back to an actual computer. I didn't know you could turn it on and off. I would have never known unless this person didn't comment. I'd have never known. Yeah, but I think there's like I know that there's links there, but I think all 3 of them, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, etc. I think they're all there. Oh well. Old tents go. And you know what he said is very likely correct. If it has something to do with when you start the stream, I may not have turned it on or turned it off and didn't realize it. I don't know. This stream was started on a whim, unplanned, very quickly. Because I was not 100% intending on getting out today. So I decided to go at the last possible minute. And I actually set this stream up driving down the road. So maybe why it's not working properly. A beauty. Huh. A red Altima. License plate says a beauty. thin blue line license plate. Perfect. Thank you, Dream Machine, for verifying that those are there. I will look and make sure that you're going to be able to donate in the chat. I will fix that if I can figure it out. So I'm going to leave the YouTube stream up for a bit longer, but I did just cut the Radar Omega stream off. Second favorite to Vince, huh? That's okay. I can live with that. I can live with that. You know, I will say I'm gonna give it to Vince. I'll give props where props are due. Absolutely. Because if it wasn't for Vince, my live streaming capabilities would not be anywhere near the functionality that they are right now, at all. I tried live streaming multiple different ways for several years. Starting in like 2021, maybe 2020. We started going out west storm chasing in like 2019. I think, 2019 we started going out west. I think I started live streaming in 2020. It might have been 2021. And everything I tried, it did not work. It was very, very half-assed. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to do it. I Googled. I tried to figure stuff out. I would think that I got it figured out, and it wouldn't work. And then Vince stepped in, and actually, Vince helped me get my stream running before I was even officially a part of Project Weather Eye. And he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to at all. That did not benefit him in any way, shape, or form. Do storms scare me? No, storms don't scare me. I find them extremely fascinating, actually. Always have. I will say this, though. I get more concerned about storms when they get close to home. And I have reasons behind that. There's been a few times that we've lost a lot, and one time in particular that we lost absolutely everything except our lives due to storms. So I do get a little wound up, a little uptight when they start getting close to home. But other than that, no, storms don't scare me. Funny story about that, now that you asked that and bring that up, just to kind of fill in that answer. Well, hang on, what was I saying? No, there were not any tornadoes today, not that I was aware of, not in Tennessee. There were no tornado warned storms that I was aware of at all in the country. But to touch base on the storm thing, this was 2021, right at the end of the severe season. I went out and bought a Chevy Tahoe, nice Chevy Tahoe. Well, not too nice. It was something that I was willing to beat up, and I had it dedicated to storm chasing as the only thing it was for. That was not a daily driver. It was specific for storm chasing, and I spent a lot of money decking this Tahoe out with anytime. We're talking cell boosters, internet packages, computer mounts, whole 9 yards. Motorola radios. This thing was ready to go. It never got to make its maiden voyage, and it was entirely destroyed by a storm sitting in the driveway. Insurance totaled it out. Actually, you know what? It wasn't even sitting in the driveway. It started in the driveway and ended up on the next street. And it never even got to make its maiden voyage. So the storm chasing mobile was destroyed by the storm before it was ever used. Just kind of a little funny story there. No, it wasn't a tornado. It was it was a dang flood. A dang flood. The 2021 Christmas tornado. No, I don't remember that. I remember the 2023 Christmas tornado that went through Clarksville. Yeah, it was a flood. We lost everything during that flood. My whole family did. We lost absolutely everything except our lives that day. I don't know where you're at, but earlier you said the local Walmart in Dixon, so I'm going to assume that you're around Dixon. You're done. It's over with. You don't have anything to be concerned about at all. I would be surprised if it even rained much longer. Closer to Fairview. Yeah, so it may be raining on you right now, depending on how close you are to Fairview. But it should stop fairly quickly, and when it stops, it's done. I would be surprised if you saw any more rain after that. I'm really surprised that they still have this tornado watch up and they're not canceling it for the western counties.
I'm honestly surprised that they haven't just canceled the whole damn thing.
Yeah, that too.
I don't know, I'm glad I didn't stick with that stuff. I don't know if I ever would have caught it, but part of me wanted to stick with it just in case, but it hasn't done a damn thing.
No, it's gone. Oh no, it lost its severe warning almost immediately after I pulled off of it.
And we will give any additional updates, the weather conditions for it. This is K4OH.
What I thought it was going to be, so surprised, I guess.
All right, I got two questions real quick. Have you ever been near a tornado in your car? Yes, absolutely. I have been entirely too close to tornadoes in my car. I've had a few butt puckering moments. As recent as this last June, we've been entirely too close. So why do you think they kept it until 10? I'll be honest with you, I think they initially put it out until 10. I think this system started a little earlier than they intended it to, because the last time that I looked at the HRRR before I left the house, it didn't really show anything happening. I mean, it showed storms, but it didn't show anything of interest until like 5 p.m. and it looked like the peak of intensity was going to be around like 7 p.m. Just what I was looking at. And if that being the case, then that's why they extended that out till 10 p.m. But it fired early, which probably had a little bit to do with why it didn't last as long. Yeah, which you can even look back. I made a Facebook post earlier this morning about timing, and it was going to be later. I think the wording I used was overnight, late afternoon, early evening into the overnight hours was how this was planned on. It's how this planned on going, at least in my mind. But that was not the case today. Yes, we storm chased
I just
across
realized
the
I've
entire
had my
country.
rear lights on, I think, for the past 3 hours.
Oh
I
my
just
God.
shut them off.
That's funny. Oh, that's funny. Yes, we storm chase across the entire country. Absolutely. We're always out Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, all those areas in the beginning of season, or this main severe season, which of course in the very beginning, March and April, you've got your Dixie Alley. Then you transition out west, and then this time of year we transition back east to Dixie Alley. We pick up the hurricane season as well, which we all know this year's hurricane season was a complete dud. We didn't have any impactful landfalls to the CONUS, so we didn't get to do any hurricane chases. We were actually talking about it earlier. You might have heard us. We did deploy one time this year to a hurricane, which was Imelda, or however you want to say that. We deployed to Atlanta, so we could go to either South Carolina, Georgia, or Florida, whichever way we needed to go, and then we didn't have to go anywhere. It turned. So that was the only hurricane deployment we had this year. And this will be our first year doing winter weather deployments. Winter weather. I know I've been in snow. I've driven in snow. I've driven in snow all my life. I'm not worried about that. But I don't like the cold. Not a fan of the cold. So. Oh, shit. over Bambi. I don't know. I don't know how 2026 will be. I know 2026 is going to be exciting for us, for Project Weather Eye. We've got a lot of stuff in the works, a lot of stuff coming, a lot of stuff going to be happening throughout the rest of the winter season and into the severe season for next year, even into hurricane season. Next year, storm season 2026 ought to be huge for us. Not saying the storms are going to be huge. They're going to be huge for us. That season is. I am not the person to ask if I think next year is going to be storm heavy. That is completely out of my realm. My forecasting that I do for myself and what I post on Facebook is maybe a week in advance. I don't go much further outside of that. Bambi would be good for dinner. That's actually what I'm having for dinner. So, absolutely. No, I don't. I don't think Tennessee will get much snow this year. We'll see. I mean, again, I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I'm wrong a lot. We'll see. See how it goes. But I don't see Tennessee getting any more than average. I think when I say our winter weather deployments, what we've discussed is going up north for like the lake effect snow, and then going out west for the like Colorado and Kansas for like the blizzards. That's the winter weather deployments that we're discussing. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna eat Bambi. I have deer meat thawing out in the sink at home. I've had it thawing out since long before I left. I'm gonna have some deer meat tacos. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's huge. I have roast, but we're not gonna do that tonight. We're gonna do the deer meat tacos for sure. You demand a snowball fight? Oh, that'd be hilarious. The only way to do that, though, I've got to sneak up on him. Vince would not be willing to have a snowball fight, not head on. So I'm gonna have to create a good snowball and hit him in the back or the back of the head with it. Get him fired up, and then he might throw snow, he might throw something else, but he'll throw something. I'll make him throw something. I'll get it done for sure. I ain't scared. We will be winding this stream down momentarily, though. We're not too far away from home, so got a few minutes. I'll run it up for 4, 5, 6 more minutes, but that'll be about it for the day. And we're actually over 3 hours now. We've streamed longer than 3 hours, which is 3 hours longer than I planned on streaming today. Well, good. I'm glad that you're glad that you found me, and I'm glad that you did like and subscribe. That helps all of us. It doesn't just help me. That helps Project Weather Eye as a whole, which is the goal. My channel is, a lot of people don't know, my channel's not monetized. I'm not making any money off YouTube at all. So it's everything that we do is we're here for Project Weather Eye. It was actually nice to be out. Which, I mean, I know we're able to talk on the radio and everything normally, but it was nice to be back out and actually chasing again. That's, if you want to call that a storm chase, like an official chase, that was my first one since, oh God, July, August. It's been too long. And I had full intentions of doing a stream for our hurricane deployment, but the stream wouldn't work at all. And Vince couldn't get it fixed going down the road, so we didn't get it fixed till after we both got to the hotel that night. So that plan was shot. Dark cloud chase, absolutely, for sure. Dark cloud drive. I drove a few counties away and drove a few counties back. I didn't even have to get gas. Is it really a storm chase if you don't even have to get gas? Like, that's terrible. I've never done that before. I have never been on a storm chase and not had to get gas. And I didn't even start with a full tank. I didn't even use half a tank. Holy crap. By the time I get home, I probably used exactly half a tank of fuel today. That's a Sunday drive. I wasn't even on a storm chase. That don't count. It was a rainy Sunday drive. Vince is going to go through Clarksville. I mean, honestly, that'd be his fastest route. Go up through Hoptown, get on 24 and go through Hoptown. Oh my goodness, why am I so tired? Holy crap. I'm yawning and it's not even 7 o'clock. That's funny. I think Vince actually had the intentions of going further west when he was sitting at the Pilot or wherever he was at, that gas station. And then I broke the bad news that the interstate was shut down further west of him in the westbound lane. So he just sat there. Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to get used to tornadoes. It's not something you get used to. The best advice I can give you is not to try to get used to them, because you don't want to get used to that, because then you become desensitized to it. Just learn about it. Do your research, learn about it, figure out how everything works, and just the more knowledge you have about it, the better you'll feel about it. So I definitely wouldn't try to get used to them. you don't want to become desensitized. Yeah, we were talking all morning this morning. He was actually it's like 9 o'clock when we started talking. I think when the housekeeping started beating on his door and woke him up the first time. But we talked about how crappy today looked, and he was like, "I'm going home. I'm getting out of bed and I'm going home." And I was like, "What do you mean? You know, hell, you're here, I'm here." And he stayed, which I think he was joking about going home. He wasn't actually going to go home. I would have laughed at him harder if he stayed down here all week just to turn around and go home the day of the event. He wouldn't do that, though. Yeah, absolutely. Radar Omega is good to go. I like Radar Omega. It's one of my favorites for sure. Which, I mean, I used Radar Omega long before I was on Radar Omega, clearly. But alright, guys, we're fixing to start winding the stream down. I'm hungry. I'm fixing to go make food when I get home eventually. I'm not too far away. But y'all have a good night. Thanks for joining. I'm glad everybody was here. Glad to have all the new subscribers. And we will see you next time.